Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we will see the next hands-on lab, filtering objects in module 3. So in this lab exercise, we will see how to display a list of all the users in the user container, and then we'll create a report showing the security event log for the particular event ID. And then we'll see about displaying a list of encryption certificates installed on the computer. And then we'll create a report that shows the disk volume that has low disk space. And then we'll create a report which would display specified control panel items. So let's open the PowerShell as an administrator. And then we'll see the command help user. So let us find out what are the commands that containing user. So these are the commands that has the user keyword containing. So from this we can use the get-add user, get-add user. So let us see the get help for this get-add user, so that we can find out what are the properties this get-add user has. So we can use the get member. We can also get that in the GUI window using the show window command. So here we can find out all the parameters that can be used for the get-add user command. So if you notice this dash filter, which is mandatory, which is required to be used for each time. So let us see an example. Get-add user, and dash filter is the mandatory parameter, and let's display all the objects in the table format. Okay, so get-add user and the filter command using the while code. A call to SSPI failed. See inner exception. Missing an argument for parameter. A call to SSPI failed. Okay, so looks like there was error message due to the client clock was not same as the server. Okay, so let's try to open this again. Okay, so now in both the GC and the client has the same time. Let me try to run the command again. Okay, so now we are able to pull out the user information from the user container. Let's use the format table to get the output in the table format. Okay, so next let's try to get the users in the user container only. Get dash AD user and the filter parameter using the wildcard. So I'm going to specify the location of the user container, which is CN, the canonical name equal to users, and the GC, domain controller, atom, and GC equal com. Let's get the output in the table format. Okay, so these were the users containing in the users container. So next we'll get the events for the event ID 4624. So to get the event log, we can use get event log command, and then we'll specify the log name. So the log name is security. So here we will use the filtering where event ID so the event ID equal 4624, and to count that we'll be using the measure object, and let's get the output in the white format. So there are 219 events which are related to the event ID 4624. So next we'll get date and time of this event ID. So get dash event log and the log name security where event ID equal 4624. From this I'm going to select only the time written. For the event ID and the message. Okay, so next from all these event ID that is reported, we will be just filtering only the last 10 events belongs to this 4624 event ID. We'll just press the up arrow to get the last command that we have typed. So here we will just add the extra parameter last 10, and we'll use the list format. Okay, so this would display the last 10 events for this event ID that we have specified, and we'll see the output in a list format with more information about the event. So next we'll see the command. Using that we can get all the certificates installed in our computer. So let us use get dash child item, and the path will be cert, produce the output recursively. So these are all the certificate that has been installed on the local computer. So to get the parameter, we will be using the get dash member. Get dash member. So these are all the parameter that can be used for this command. So next we'll use the command. With that we can filter all the certificate that do not have the private key. So from the last command, let's pipe into where. Here let's mention as private key equal false, meaning whichever doesn't have the private key, let's get that output and select a property that we wanted to get in the output, the friendly name, and the issuer who has issued the certificate. So we got this output in a list format where we can see the friendly name of that certificate and the issuer. So next we'll display the encryption certificate. So using this command, we can get the certificate that has encrypted. So get child item, mention the path, recursive, where we'll be using the built-in variable as private key equaled false, and we'll be using the not after. Greater than get date and not before less than get date. So within this date, and select the property not before, not after, and the friendly name and the issuer. Get in the table format and drop the text. Okay, so these are the certificates that has the encryption, and next we'll get all the volumes that has the low disk space. So let's find out the command for the to get all the volumes, which is get dash volume. So to find it, we can use the help and put the volume. So it would display all the commands containing get. You mean So this command would display all the commands that contain the volume keyword. So from this, we can use the get dash volume command. Get dash volume. To get the parameter that can be used for this command, we can use the get dash member. So this would display all the parameter that we will be using for this command. So here, this is the one of the parameter to find out the size remaining in the disk. So let's try that. Get dash volume. So this would produce the volume list. And here, using the where object, let's get the size remaining greater than 0. Okay, so all these volumes are the disk size is greater than 0. So these are the size remaining on those disks. Okay, so next we'll see the command that can be used to get the output for the volume which is greater than 0 and less than 99 gig. So let's use the get volume where size remaining greater than 0 and size remaining divided the size less than 99. Okay, so from this, let's get the drive letter. So we'll be using the hash table. So here the name or label equals size and expression. Let's get this output in the readable format. So it has to be just E, or we have to type as the expression. Open flower bracket 0 and enter. So F is meaning the format, size divided by 1 MB. So in the previous command, the output produced is showing the size in GB, and in the next command we have filtered that to get only the drive letter, and the size we have specified to get it in the megabyte size. So next we'll see the command so that contain the control word. So help control. So these are all the commands that contain the control keyword. So we will be using the get dash control panel item to get the control panel. So if you look at this output, we see get dash control panel item commandlet to get the control panel items. Get dash control panel items. So next we'll use this command to list system and security items. And we'll specify the category. System and security. Insert using name property. So from the previous command, there are many categories: system and security, hardware and sound. So from that, we just only sort the category name called as system and security. And we have sort this output using the name. So you have noticed it also produced the output that has hardware and sound, because this also contains system and security. So to exclude that, we can just specify this command. Filter script. Category not like system and security. Okay, so I just missed the pipe symbol, and then yeah, so now we see the output with the exact category that we have mentioned. Okay, so that's it in this video, and we'll see the lab C and G in the next video. Thank you.